Hi, and welcome to my iron and breakfast cereal experiment. As you all know, iron is present in many foods and necessary for our bodies to function. You can find iron in meats, vegetables, nuts, and of course, cereal. Our bodies need to be able to consume iron. That is why most food production companies add iron to their products. This is seen in today's experiment, where iron is found in cereal. However, it is not strong enough to be picked up by a magnetic force or for the magnetism to overpower gravity and be pulled. That is why through this experiment we extract the iron from the cereal to form small visible clumps and test different brands of cereal based on what the nutrition facts say and how much iron we'll be able to collect. To start off, the materials required are cereal, and I chose 4 here specifically: Froot Loops, Lucky Charms, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and Honey Bunches. You can choose from any different varieties and test it based on your hypothesis. Plastic bags, also 4, a magnet, and water for us to filling the bags later on in the experiment. One thing to keep track of is the amount of iron each cereal box had. They are labeled on the nutrition facts. Some are down on the ingredient and some are also found online. So this shows the first cereal, which is Froot Loops, and the next clips also show the other 3 brands. Froot Loops contain 25% iron. Lucky Charms had 25%. Cinnamon Toast Crunch also had 25%. And Honey Bunches of Oats had 8%. Here is a table I created to make it look more organized. After you've recorded the amount of iron written on each cereal box, start off by dividing each cereal into 4 separate bags into equal amounts. Also, add water and make sure it is up to 3/4 of the bag. It should look something like that, and also make sure not to overspill the water. The next step is the most important step. Start off by applying the magnet underneath the bag and carefully placing it in your hands while shaking side to side for about 10 to 15 seconds. Carefully lift the bag and observe the iron left over the Ziploc. You can clearly see clumps of iron form and be pulled by the magnet you have used. Looking at this table again, we see the results of the percentage of iron collected after the experiment was done, comparing it to the percentage on what was on the nutrition fact. It wouldn't be possible to figure out how much iron was exactly collected, so I used phrases like not much, average, and most to figure out which brand had the most iron in it. You can see that the cereals with the most iron were Lucky Charms and Cinnamon Toast Crunch, both at 25%, while Froot Loops was not much and Honey Bunches of Oats was average. This graph also shows the cereals laid out throughout the graph, color coordinated in order to fit not much, average, and most. Also, the independent variable is the amount of cereal collected, and the dependent variable is the percentage of iron in cereal. To summarize, the results support the hypothesis that cereal contains iron in its ingredients and it can be collected with a magnet. The brands that were tested reflected on the nutritional facts for the most part and did not seem to have more than stated, besides Lucky Charms and Cinnamon Toast Crunch that had the most. And overall, the results show a successful experiment. Thank you for watching.